Detective Comics number 9, written and art by Tony S. Daniels. This is a tie-in to Night of the Owls, and this one focuses on Jeremiah Arkham, who, of course, is the lead doctor at Arkham Asylum. So we pick up outside of Arkham Island, where I guess some cops are trying to get over to Arkham Asylum, but the drawbridge refuses to go down because the whole island's on lockdown because of the threats against Arkham's life by the Talons. So the cops just sit around drinking, wasting the time, when something bounces off the hood. And to be fair, I don't think we ever find out what does bounce off the hood. I'm guessing it was a Talon, but they never clarified. So anyway, then we go into the asylum, and it's just Jeremiah going on and on about how Arkham is such an awesome place. It does so much to help the victims of society, and it's also super duper secure, so there's like no need to ever worry about anything. But meanwhile, the security guards around him are like, yeah, but like there's a hit against your life by some highly trained assassins, so maybe you should go into a safe room. And he's like, pshaw, all of Arkham is a safe room. Just look at our menagerie of characters we have here. We have Steel Jacket, Fright, Clayface, Nocturna, all of them victims, and all of them at least on the list of characters. But then he gets a message that a certain prisoner or patient is going to end their hunger strike now because Black Mask was separated from his mask, so Roman Sionis. And so Arkham goes and talks to Roman and is like, hey, I hear you wanna be good now. And he's like, yes, totally. But maybe, just maybe, you could give me my mask. And he's like, no. I used your mask before, which I guess happened at some point in previous continuity, and they're just rolling with it. He's like, I used your mask before, and it's a naughty, naughty thing, so you're not getting it back. And as he's talking to Roman, he sees Roman looking behind him, which causes Dr. Arkham to use like a taser, just flip around and immediately tase whoever's behind him. And it's the Talon. So then Talons are like, oh, Jeremiah Arkham, we sentenced you to die. And of course, Batman busts in and tells Arkham to run. He's pissed off that Batman's here at all because, you know, Batman beats up all of his poor little victims or patients, whatever you want to call them. But he tells Arkham, look, I know there's a whole bunch of like secret tunnels out of here. Go find one and get in it. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just gonna go this way. So he runs his way down the hall, and he meets up with some security guards who also get attacked by some Talons. There are like 3 or 4 Talons here. But he makes his way down some halls, and he's like, okay, the only way that I'm going to be able to survive this, because Batman is definitely going to fail, like, he sucks so hard. The only way I'm going to be able to survive this is if I get back to Roman and give him his mask. So he does so. He goes back into Roman's cell, and he's like, hey, look, I will work with you and get you everything you need, but you need to do this for me, which is use your mind control mask powers to tell every intruder in Arkham, or tell every patient in Arkham to attack the intruders. Okay? Got it? Go. So he does so. And as such, like, all the inmates are let out of their cells. Clayface is attacking all the other D-listers we saw before. And Batman's like, okay, for some reason they're attacking the Talons, but not me. I'm not gonna waste this opportunity, though. So he just gets out of sight of a locked door, closes it behind him, and leaves the Talons to the inmates. To which he then sees that Black Mask is controlling them. And he starts trying to control Batman as well. And Batman's like, hey, that only works on the weak-minded. Boom, punches him out. So then we see Arkham looking over the security monitors at the Talons, still pretty much handily taking care of almost all the inmates. Like, they're still kind of outclassing all of them. But he drops in some sleeping gas to hopefully overcome the entire crowd, including the Talons. Meanwhile, there's a pounding at his door. We see it's a Talon trying to break in. The door comes down, and who is it but Batman, who's taking out the Talon. And he's like, hey, I put back Black Mask. You're welcome. And then he goes to grab Arkham, and he's like, you can't take me. I have rights. And he's like, shut up. And knocks Arkham out, takes him out on the Batmobile. They jump over the drawbridge. And eventually he gets on a call with Nightwing saying like, hey, can someone come here and pick up Arkham? Because I have to go do stuff in my own book. Please see Batman #9 coming out next week. And he's like, yeah, sure, I can come pick him up. Are you good? And he's like, yeah. I just need to go find the Birds of Prey, which I guess may also be in the Birds of Prey book. And then I got to go find Lincoln March. So that's it. Ends on him driving into Gotham. It's fine. It's a good enough tie-in. I mean, it's weird because Batman is so clearly busy in his own book. Like, I don't know how they're going to explain away that, like, no, I totally had time to just very quickly run over to Arkham Asylum, take care of a couple talents, and then run back and do my own thing. I'm assuming they will because they very specifically have tied it in to say, hey, this is where this is going to happen in Batman 9. So I'm interested to see. But regardless, this one's fine. Art is pretty good across. My only real complaint is that it's a Jeremiah Arkham book first, and that's not inherently a bad thing, but at least in this, he's not interesting. He's just like, oh, Batman, can't you see all these people are victims of society or whatever? And like, yeah, but like, what's the point you're making here? Like, it doesn't, because even at the end with the Black Mask stuff, he realizes like, no, Black Mask is a criminal. Like, he's just bad. Roman may be a victim, but Black Mask is bad, but he still sides with him. So I guess he's kind of a bad guy. I don't know. Overall, decent book, though. I would go ahead and give it a 6.5. Yeah, I honestly, it just seems like a weird tie-in for this. Like, the talents justify his being targeted as for helping villains, and therefore he must die, but I don't know. It seems weak. I don't feel like this one needed to tie in, but if they're going to hit all the Bat books, yeah, whatever.